Previously on Maliboo Station.
Maliboo Station, what is your emergency?
I'm having boyfriend issues. Yeah, it was great when we first started. This show is about uncovering the truth. You know what? This was a mistake.
Maliboo Station, what is your emergency?
Hello, Maliboo. It's me, Veronica. Veronica Pauls.
Yes. How are you, my dear?
Well, actually, I feel kind of foolish. I'm sorry for the way that I acted. You know, the first time we spoke?
That's quite all right, dear. I understand.
Yes, I know you do. That's why I called you for help in the first place.
Okay. So are you ready to get into it?
I sure am.
Okay. Now, the reason I asked you all those questions about yourself when you were so busy telling me about what your boyfriend does or doesn't do is because we almost never look at ourselves as part of the problem. Well, not on this show. On this show, we face ourselves and the truth because we are always responsible for what we experience. Yet, we still automatically reach for a solution outside of ourselves to avoid having to take responsibility for our actions. It's always someone else or something else or some other reason why we think something is happening or not happening in our lives. Unfortunately, we are all sadly mistaken.
Whew. Okay, that's a lot. And I can kind of see how it makes sense on its own, you know. But I don't see how I have anything to do with why he's treating me different now than when we first got together.
My dear, we always have something to do with what happens or doesn't happen in our lives.
Really?
Yes, girl. However, we don't have time to go into it as deep as we could. The short answer is he's showing you where you're broken. Because we are all broken somewhere, honey. And you're doing the same for him.
Okay, now you really done lost me.
Okay, you said he does stuff like not treat you very nicely, he walks ahead of you, he's not very considerate, etc., right? Okay, there's a very common theme to all of these behaviors. All of these things make you feel like you're not good enough, right?
Well, it makes me feel like I want to punch his ass in the damn throat. But yeah, I guess underneath the anger, there's this sense of that I'm not good enough.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. You see, he doesn't even realize it, but he's treating you that way to remind you that you've got some unhealed memory from your past that you've pushed to the back of your mind, sweetheart. That feeling of not being good enough is from something that happened to you in your past that you haven't faced yet. Something or someone made you feel bad. And you have been repeating that scene over and over and over again in your subconscious without realizing it. What first attracts us to a person is much deeper than just what they look like or how popular they are or how much money they have. The attraction we feel also reflects each other's ability to heal the other. You see, there's always a mutual exchange. For example, let's talk about the other side of the exchange. Your boyfriend. What's his name?
Butch. Butch Toby? What'd you say?
Oh, nothing. So like I was saying, the reason why Butch treats you the way that he does is probably because someone or something hurt him in some way. So now he'd rather be the one doing the hurting. You see, my dear, in this exchange, you get to fix yourself by being the one who gets hurt, so you can fix your past wounds. He gets a chance to fix himself by hurting and seeing how it affects you. So at some point, he can address the hurt little boy inside him. Just 1 second, sweetie. Maliboo Station, what's your emergency?
Yeah, this is Butch. Butch told me.